say that, well, they got to shut things down because they're going to retool to make Chevy Bolt EVs and Cadillac XT4s on the same assembly line. So, I mean, really, that doesn't make any sense. If you got an XT4, it's a gasoline-powered car, and you make it on the same assembly line as an electric car, it doesn't make any sense. Now, they've been saying, oh, well, we're not going to make these cars, we're going to make these cars. But then they turn around and say, oh, no, we're still going to. Who knows? They don't know what they're doing. The market is pretty much telling them, people really don't want these electric cars, and they can shut down production and then ramp up production of electric cars that nobody wants to buy. I mean, go right ahead, but it doesn't look like a very good business decision to me. And the workers, of course, there's 1,600 of them that won't have a job in 2024 because of these bad decisions these people have been making. Well, Tesla's at it again with lack of quality. Now, Tesla's having major problems with the self-driving computer inside the new cars. They are shorting themselves out. These are new cars. Brand new Tesla vehicles are experiencing self-driving computer failures, and it does more than just knock out the self-driving. It does other things to the vehicle. The problem's linked to a new version of Tesla's HW4 onboard self-driving computer. They're short-circuiting inside. Tesla drivers are saying over the few tens to hundreds of miles, wide features like active safety features, cameras, and GPS navigation fail to work. Now, they're saying, well, the real fix is to change the computers out because they're showing up, but they're going to try to patch it with a software patch. You know how that goes. You know, oh, well, we'll try to fix it with the software. And you can't. If it's short-circuiting, baby, it's short-circuiting. You need to replace. Listen to what one guy says who owns one. This is all actually true, he says. Delivered 9 of 24. The driving computer is broken after 1 month or 1,500 kilometers of use. Still, it's not repaired because they don't have a spare part for it. So I tell you, don't buy these cars. They're not built right, then they don't have spare parts. They're just out to sell as many cars as possible. They're not building a bunch of spare parts, so when they break, you gotta wait. Oh, it's on back order, people, it's on back order. Save yourself a lot of grief and just don't buy one in the first place. It's my solution. Well, here we go again with GM taking our taxpayer dollars, you know, before the feds bankrolled them and we lost a bunch of our taxpayer money. GM made some kind of sleazy thing where they said, oh, we paid it all back. They actually didn't pay it all back. They had technicalities here. We gave them a lot more money than we got back as the taxpayers. They sold stock. They lost money. The government lost money, right? Well, now GM is trying to get taxpayers to help pay for the renovations of their towers in Detroit. They call it Renaissance, the Renaissance Center that they built a while back, right? And now people are saying GM is extorting the taxpayers to give $350 million to help build it over. They want public subsidies. $350 million. What the heck is going on in this world? They got buildings. Hey, they want to make money. Build the buildings. Why should taxpayers pay for the buildings? It's ridiculous. They're saying things like, well, we'll tear it down now, if you know what I mean. It is ridiculous that these corporations are asking for federal money, $350 million, taxpayers' money, or in this case, I guess some of it is Michigan taxpayer money, that they want Michigan taxpayers to help pay for this. What the heck is going on that these corporations are getting taxpayer dollars for their own stupid buildings? It's just ridiculous. What's going on in these backroom deals between the politicians and these corporate boys? It's just gotten to a point of absurdity. And people in Michigan, of course, they're furious about it. But hey, it goes on. More and more corruption and getting taxpayer dollars to pay for private companies. Buildings are doing over. It's just ridiculous. Well, you think Porsche cars are expensive to maintain and cost a fortune. Guess what? The Porsche design tower in Miami is sinking. They were one of the first companies to get into building towers, too. And I guess in this crazy tower, the elevator is a Porsche on waters you ride up and down in that. I mean, but it turns out that it's sinking. They got to no better building buildings than they are at building cars. And they only opened in 2014. But it's sinking inches each year. Now, this is in Miami. Building in sand, maybe not such a smart idea. One of the reasons that they have high skyscrapers in New York City is because they got super bedrock there. And the buildings are sitting on bedrock and they don't move. Look at the Empire State Building. It hasn't moved inches every year. No, it's sunk. It's still sitting there because it's on bedrock, people. Maybe build them in the correct place, and maybe have a company that really knows how to build them, not a car company. They're like sheep, these automakers, because down the street from the Porsche Design Tower, there's an 818-foot Aston Martin skyscraper. I wouldn't buy an Aston Martin either, right? And they're going to soon pop up Bentley and Mercedes-Benz buildings in Miami. I mean, it's just too much. They're like sheep. They all follow each other around. What the heck a car company has to do with building buildings? I guess nobody's buying their cars. They're indeed do so. Oh, let's build buildings instead. But the Porsche one's sinking. Maybe it'll be the leaning tower of Porsche after a period of time if it doesn't fall down into the Miami sand.